Mamma mia, mamma mia.
Mamma mia, let me go. Beelzebub, as the devil is sent for me. For me. For me. Hair loss isn't just about hair. Well, you might think so, but newsflash, it ain't. It's about how you feel when you look in the mirror. I, Matt Watson of SuperMega, I had a period where when I looked in the mirror, I went, oh God! Because, my hair is, where's it going? I'm almost 30 and my hair is, it's leaving me. It's leaving. It's going. It's going. For simple online access to personalized and affordable care for hair loss, erectile dysfunction, weight loss, and more, visit hims.com/supermega. That's hims.com/supermega for your free online visit. Again, that's hims, HIMS.com/supermega. Individual results may vary based on studies of topical and oral minoxidil and finasteride. Featured products include compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription required. See website for full details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Congratulations, you won! Alert! 今天恢复你美丽的 Prescott.
Ladies and germs, boys and girls, they, thems, and everything in between, welcome to another episode of
The SuperMega Show podcast.
That's right, starring
Ryan, because you lent it over to me,
Yeah.
and
Matthew, or Matt, you can just call me Matt.
do they know you like that, though?
Call me Matthew, actually. I'd prefer that.
Yeah,
we're not on close terms, Not all of us where
Some of y'all, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. But for the most part, let's keep it Mr. Watson, actually, more so than Matthew. I don't think we're ready for first name stuff.
Or Senior Watson if you're a substitute Spanish teacher, for instance.
Yeah. Well, I lost
Which
that.
you've start.
No, I lost the gig.
What?
Yeah, I lost it real quick.
Why? Or we don't need to.
They just Googled my name and yeah. First thing that came up. Yeah, we don't have to get into it, but I lost that one.
Well, it's because you were showing, you're like, this is what I was doing before I started substituting. And it's like, ooh, I'm in love. You're like singing along to it.
Oh, I tried to do it in Spanish. And I thought it was an engaging way to get
you gave the class a project to do it in Spanish, and you were going to rate them by their performance, and you set up like a little judges table for yourself and yourself alone.
And parents started calling in saying, "What is?"
But you played all three judge roles.
I did.
You would switch to the next seat over, and you'd be one Simon Cowell, Paula Abdul, and
Toby. What's his name? Keith.
Randy Jackson.
Okay.
You know what's funny? Because in my head I was like, I wanted to call him RJ, but I'm like, his name's not RJ, but he's Randy Jackson.
Well, if you know him like I do, it's RJ. But, for
Hey, RJ.
everyone else, it's Randy Jackson. See, I was confused because I'm like, I thought of Randy Jackson, or I thought of Randy Newman at first.
Love Randy Newman.
It's the guy that sings,
You've got a friend in me.
Dude, all those
like on a back recording.
You keep that one in the bloopers.
It's a song. There's not bloopers, Randy. Oh, to put it in the real thing.
Sheesh.
That's where it started.
There are like 5 Newman brothers, and they all make music. They all do music stuff. There's Thomas Newman, who also made music for Pixar movies. He composed some of the music for WALL-E. Fun fact. Or I might be getting them confused.
I have only seen WALL-E back to front one time.
What?
With my youth group when it came out
Really?
in theaters. Yeah.
Dude, WALL-E is...
I've wanted to rewatch it, but
Pixar's best.
I just remember as a kid not enjoying it as much.
I mean, it's... If you're expecting... if, like, all you know from Pixar is, like, fun, like, Toy Story or, like, Bug's Life or, I mean, colorful, whatever.
I didn't hate it. I just was like, this isn't Bug's Life. When I was a kid, I was so excited because I always on the internet people are always talking about a Bug's Life 2. And as a kid, I was like, oh please, oh please, oh please.
It was a lie. It was a lie every time.
Every time.
You know, my our family computer, my dad, because he was still is an architect. He, we had one of these, the iMac G3, and it came with. Didn't have a case or anything. It was just a little silver disc, but it was Bug's Life, the DVD, and you could pop it in the computer and watch it.
Just watch Bug's Life?
Yeah, and the computer came with it. And I remember sitting in front of that damn iMac G3, just watching Bug's Life for hours.
Dude, I remember. I miss the days when every kids movie came with a side-scrolling Game Boy Advance tie-in game. That was the good era. That was when the world was perfect. The perfect place.
That was when video game adaptations of movies were actually good. Now, get that bullshit out of here. What I want is a 144 pixel wide side-scrolling game where I play as Flick from A Bug's Life that moves at about 4 frames per second.
I mean, I played them. I played the Toy Story 2 one. That one you start and you're Buzz Lightyear and you go in the loop-de-loop with the race car.
See, that's awesome.
But it was so hard as a kid. I never beat it.
Well, see, do those games...
That SpongeBob game we played, by the way, the one that I played as a kid.
The Lost Spatula?
The one that like is just ridiculously where... I feel like there was like one stage or something... something tells me, I don't know if it was a problem with this game, but do you think that sometimes, depending on the frame rate you're playing an older game, you could miss out on some of an animation that would be a little more telling in a lower frame rate? I don't know.
I don't know.
Do you think there's any sort of issue regarding like
emulating those older games? There might be. Not
to say there was with that, but games of that era were just mean sometimes, brutal sometimes.
Dude, they were really I don't know how kids could do it back then.
Well, there was the classic The Lion King video game, which was for the... I don't know if it was for the Super... It was on the Super Nintendo, I think.
But it's notoriously difficult, right?
Mm-hmm. I only played it at a Play Pals.
We have it on
the
Game
daycare
Boy
center.
We have the Game Boy Color.
When I was a kid.
Okay, just making sure.
The place where the lady grabbed my face in front of my what? Not... I don't know why I said niece. I was about to say niece. My cousin, my older cousin, who always babysat me.
She grabbed your face?
She didn't, but one of the workers there did, and then I never went there afterwards because I was looking away as she was scolding me for something. She's like, Ryan did something today, and I was looking away, and then she grabbed my face and
What?
You will look at me when I'm addressing, and I was like,
damn, dude.
And so my dad heard that, and he was like, nah, I'm not placing him there again. Don't place your hands on my kid.
That's crazy.
I can't even remember what I did.
Probably some heinous shit. If she was willing to grab this child by the face and say, look at me when I speak to you.
I might have been eating a little too smacking my
Now you see, that's something that I would probably slap a kid for, and I wouldn't be able to help it because that would just it would just trigger a primal anger within me that I wouldn't be able to control, and I would accidentally slap the kid. Come on. You would do the same.
No. I kill him.
That's what I'm talking about, right?
I do what Homer does to Bart. Isn't there an episode where he accidentally kills Bart?
No.
No, it's like a Treehouse of Horrors episode or something where he fucking breaks.
I don't think there's an episode where he accidentally kills Bart. Yeah, and he's dead from that point on. They retconned it the next season, but
there's an episode where Bart does get murdered by Sideshow Bob or something. It's I think it's a Treehouse of Horrors. They always have so much fun with those episodes. Anyone can get it.
Well, those Treehouse of
Not like that. And that was embarrassing, that.
Well, it's because you mentioned anyone being able to get it, and I got excited, thinking maybe I can get some. But those Treehouse of Horror episodes, I have a couple of them. I have 3 VHS tapes.
From which seasons?
It's just a collection of them. They were like official Simpsons Treehouse of Horror VHS collection things.
Ooh, okay.
I got 3 of them.
So they're just so it's just on the VHS. It's just the one episode.
No, there's like 3 on each one.
Okay, a collection.
Yeah. So I got volumes 1, 2, and 3.
You got all of them?
I got 1, 2, and 3.
So what years do those cover?
Because it's on VHS.
Does that cover 9 years of Treehouse?
I don't know when they actually started putting Simpsons stuff on VHS, because I was trying to find like actual seasons on VHS, and I was having a really hard time finding. I don't think they actually made like Simpsons season 1 on VHS or anything like that. I don't think they ever officially did.
Well, I remember when I had them, it was the DVDs.
Yeah, me too.
With the character heads,
the face.
Yep.
I had 9 and 11 on DVD. I don't know. Those are the ones my parents got me for Christmas. 2 separate years. One was Krusty the Clown, and the other one was, I don't remember.
I had like Homer and Marge, I thought.
I wasn't that lucky. I don't remember who the other one was, but dude, I really miss when DVD menus were like creative and really fun.
What are you guys still doing here? They're on the menu. On the menu? Go ahead and click play the movie.
Come on,
or go to the options. Oh, yeah, options. No, see, it's helpful.
Yeah, you shit click like on that. Options. It's like, no one goes to this one. Go back and watch the episodes.
I love when they were very interactive. Like, I think of the ones that I remember the most for some reason as a kid are the live action Cat in the Hat DVD menu.
Classic.
And the fish is talking to you. And then any of the Shrek menus, they always did a good job with like Donkey talking to you or the characters like interacting. And it felt like, it's weird because like a DVD at sometimes, like especially with Shrek or like some other ones, it didn't even feel like you were going through like, oh, here's a menu. It felt like they created their own little game where it's like, oh, we're going over here to go play the movie, and then you can go to options. Some of them had games as well.
Dude, I remember those games. They sucked, but they were like...
Yeah, they were awful.
They were like creative. Well, just because like the input delay of using like a DVD remote, it'd be like, you'd have to press it, and it would take like 2 seconds before it would actually like do whatever needed to be done. It was fun when it was like trivia or quizzes.
But when
you
just wanted to watch the movie, it was a little too much. Like where it's just like doing this whole song and dance intro before being able to like click play movie. You're like, okay. You'd click like skip or okay, but you'd see that like cancel like red button.
Oh, because it well also. Like, I'd put the DVD in, and they show the trailers first, and I'd want to go to the menu, and I'd click it.
You used to be able to skip.
Well, there would be a menu, like a skip button, but then it's like, well, you haven't watched the FBI disclaimers yet about
Yep.
spending years in federal prison if you make your own copy of this DVD. Which, by the way, guys, if you do that, you are subject to up to a $250,000 fine and some years in federal prison. So don't do that.
But DVDs are old by this point.
Yeah, are they still going to enforce that?
Yeah, exactly.
How do you think that one mom feels that downloaded an album and they made her pay like $1 million for each song on the album?
There's always a horror story. There's like that mom. Like
she had to do it.
Yes. Well, they make an example out of a select few. There's always like whenever I feel they might have every 5 years or every even decade, it's like we got to have one. We got to ring out someone. We got to make an example of someone. And I just randomly pick. And it's like if they don't go after like a lot of people.
No.
They really do just kind of, I would say, do it more for publicity of like, don't do it or you'll end up like this fucking poor sack.
Well, because they, especially back when like piracy was first coming onto the scene.
Yarg.
Yeah. Okay. Well, they had to like really come at it with an iron fist, because I remember they had the whole campaign where it was like artists were suing people like I think Metallica, like I know there was a case with the drummer Lars from Metallica where he sued someone for pirating their music.
His name is Lars.
His name is Lars. Lars Ulrich.
I'm kind of glad that I didn't know that because I've only known Lars from like Lars and the Real Girl. You've seen that? Ryan Gosling.
That's a good movie.
Great movie.
I like that movie a lot.
Y'all should watch it.
I haven't actually. Last time I saw it was like 9th grade.
Oh, I was probably early. Well, I didn't go to late college. I was early college. That time frame.
We got it on. A guy got it at the Redbox DVD.
Redbox are still around.
The Redbox is still a fucking thing.
They're pretty like. Don't they? Wasn't it? I feel like I read this thing where it's like Redbox makes actually more money than you'd think. Because don't they have a streaming thing now, Redbox, as well? Or do they not? Do they only keep... No, they probably just have it monopolized on those little stations, I guess, and that's where they make the money. I watched a King of the Hill episode recently that speaks a lot to it. There's a guy that became a very successful entrepreneur by doing the job no one else was doing or in most cases didn't want to do. He became a millionaire in Arlen by picking up poop for rich people.
I had a feeling it was going to be something poop related.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's the thing. Have you ever watched Dirty Jobs with Mike Rowe?
Unfortunately, well, actually, I never was interested in that show because I thought it was boring.
Yeah, whenever it came on, I was a
little sissy boy.
I was like, I get the concept of it, but it's like it never really. Well, because what was it? Was it on Discovery or History Channel?
I thought it was Discovery.
Because whenever I watched Discovery, I liked when they would do. I don't know.
River Monsters. I liked River Monsters.
River Monsters, or like
awesome.
Something about UFOs.
Oh yeah, that was the UFO stuff.
That was more History Channel.
I was about to say because I feel like the memes from the History Channel documentary as well.
History Channel, just like at some point they gave
up.
I feel like they were having like a boardroom meeting and they're looking at like the viewership and they're like, all right, fuck it, guys. Let's just throw this whole history thing out the window. We'll keep the name because it's recognizable, but let's just pile some fucking shit in there. I don't get Bigfoot, UFOs, whatever.
I feel like Discovery also has a lot of those. Which channel? I don't know if you ever watched it. Did you ever watch I think it was called Monster Quest?
Yeah, dude, I remember Monster Quest. That was.
Oh my god, where is it? It's the Bigfoot. I think that was a Squatch, dude.
It sounds like some like old Japanese RPG. But
am I getting the name right?
No, it was
called
Monster Quest,
right?
Yeah.
I think that dude still does Bigfoot shit, maybe, but not on a show. I don't know if he's on a show. He might like have some podcast.
He probably has just a YouTube channel where he's still like hunting squatches.
Dude, well, the thing that I loved about Monster Quest is that honestly, most of the times they maybe had, at least I never really caught a Squatch specific episode. It was more of so like mythical beasts that every state had in their urban legend at one point in their history. Like they'd be like looking after these like fairy type creatures that were like evil fairies. And then there was these like little goblin like gnome creatures. It's like
at least it's creative.
Yeah, they're looking. I kind of adore the fact that they ditched the Loch Ness Monster, they ditched Bigfoot because they're like, everyone's doing that.
I mean, they got their own shows for that shit.
Let's just choose like fairy tale creatures and go try to hunt them down in Kentucky.
I mean, yeah, and they would find some dude with like 2 teeth to interview.
Yeah.
And like you can't tell what he's saying. It's like, there you have it. Right there. The locals have seen it all. It's been a thing for decades.
Here's a picture.
Yeah, and it'll be like some picture that is just a bunch, like a jarbled JPEG.
It's like a light
printed
bulb
out in black and white.
It's like taking a picture right after exposing the camera when you have like a bright light in the room. Well, how do you explain this?
It's clearly it's so explainable. But it's like you just can't explain this type of thing.
They have to be creative to continuously make episode after episode, season after. Like I want to look up how many. Well, dude,
same with the ghost hunting shows.
Monster Quest has.
The ghost hunting shows, like
shit.
There's only so many ways you can listen to like a recording of an MP3 from a walkie-talkie and like listen to the static and be like, oh yeah, I hear those words right there. She's
the
screaming for
ghost
help.
hunting shit. The ghost hunting shit was the most.
I've never heard anything so scary.
Those, I think I got into the show was literally just called Ghost Hunters.
Yeah.
For some reason, I can't remember what the people looked like in that show, but my brain replaces those people with the pawn shop people. Like I'm like they're the same. They're the same people to me, I guess. Sorry, I was looking up Monster Quest. Monster. Wait, it's not called Monster. What was it called?
No, dude, I swear it was called Monster Quest.
TV show. It is called Monster Quest. It's all one word. It's like SuperMega.
Yes.
Capital
okay.
M Monster. Capital Q Quest. All one.
Well, hopefully they don't get sued by the other Monster Quest that has a space in it.
Hold on. More episodes and seasons. Oh my. Okay, so it had a 4-season run, it seems. But each season was like near 10 episodes. So even 40 episodes of each episode dedicated. Oh, here's the thing, Matt. I didn't watch it so much. They could have done like a cool like 2-parter episode where at the end of it's like, oh my God, there it is, there it is, and it cuts to black, and it's like.
They definitely, I'm sure they did that. I think you and I really should go squatch hunting, like in the Pacific Northwest, get a tent, go, not this time of year because it's cold and wet, but in the summer, head on up there in the Cascades.
How about werewolf hunting? We'll bring some silver bullets.
No, I don't mess with that kind of stuff, man.
We go to bars and interview people, and we see, because we may not be a full moon when we have to do the slang, so we have to figure out who's a werewolf. We'll ask them questions. Do you like meat? Do you like dogs? The two big ones, both yes to that. Probably a werewolf. And then we're gonna.
I need y'all to leave my bar. Yeah, you got these two boys walking around with a video camera asking
like
if I like meat.
Long trench coats, like cowboy hats,
like with a hidden camera that's like one of those hats that so clearly has like a giant camera lens.
I know. Yeah, one of us is doing that. The other one's wearing like obvious. What are those fucking glasses called that like a lot of people started using for content? It's like Google glasses.
Yeah, dude, I remember Google
some
Glass.
shit.
Ray-Ban has some now that people, like some streamers use.
I hate whenever I see someone wearing sunglasses now. I'm just like, are you just like video? Are people going to start using those types of glasses the same way people are using dash cams, where it's like, I got a camera right here. What are you going to do? I mean, people already do that with their phones, right? So
yeah, I mean, we all have a camera in our pocket, just like you guys have some commercials to listen to. Enjoy. Hair loss isn't just about hair. Well, you might think so, but newsflash, it ain't. It's about how you feel when you look in the mirror. I, Matt Watson of SuperMega, I had a period where when I looked in the mirror, I went, oh God! Because, my hair is, I said, where's it going? I'm almost 30 and my hair is, it's leaving me. It's leaving. It's going. It's going, gone. But thank the Lord above that there's Hims. You know why? Because Hims helps you take back the confidence with access to simple, personalized care that fits your life. But Matt, what is Hims? Well, let me tell you, Hims offers convenient access to a range of prescription hair loss treatments with ingredients that work, including chews, oral medications, serums, and sprays. And you guys are going to love this. Doctor-trusted ingredients like finasteride and minoxidil can stop further hair loss and regrow hair in as little as 3 to 6 months. Guys, I'm going to be upfront and honest. Your boy Matt Watson, I take both those. And I do it through Hims. You shouldn't have to go out of your way to feel like yourself. Hims brings expert care straight to you with 100% online access to personalized treatment plans that put your goals first. No hidden fees, no surprise costs, just real personalized care. And hair. I added that last part because it rhymed. Think of Hims as your digital front door that gets you back to your old self. With simple 100% online access to trusted treatments for real health conditions all in one place. Hold up, did he just say health conditions? Wait, I thought it was just hair. For simple online access to personalized and affordable care for hair loss, erectile dysfunction, weight loss, and more, visit hims.com/supermega. That's hims.com/supermega for your free online visit. Again, that's hims, HIMS.com/supermega. Individual results may vary based on studies of topical and oral minoxidil and finasteride. Featured products include compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription required. See website for full details, restrictions, and important safety information.
told him I was gonna fucking right in his face if he didn't get out of my parking spot. I said that's my park. I said this. I told him this like literally word for word.
It's not your parking spot. It was a handicap spot. It was a handicap spot.
I'm handicapped. I have my little back.
Yeah, well, you don't have a handicap placard.
I could get a placard if I truly wanted one. I could get one. So it's the same thing, really, because they're only there to benefit people who are like me.
Moochers?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not calling you a moocher. I'm calling the handicapped moochers.
Yeah. But I went bah.
I know.
And tore off the light in my head of this side mirror. But it did make a really loud noise.
It was loud. Yeah.
It scared him, and he drove off.
Yeah.
And I got to park there, so
Yeah.
I have the best spot in the lot still.
Yeah, you do. Was Ryan being serious?
Best spot in the lot.
Oh man.
I mean, he was saying it off camera, so
He must have not been joking.
Yeah, why would he, like, if he was serious and now he's trying to cover it up? Probably. Fuck, did they accidentally keep it? They would tell Luke to edit it out.
Luke, edit that out.
No, but they're too greedy that they would need to strip all the content worth of it. They're like, they can't just cut stuff out.
Like they expect us to actually believe that, though. Welcome back.
Welcome back, everyone. It is another fantastic stretch of the podcast.
Yeah, as I like to call it, just another day in paradise. Whoa, I'm not wearing my rings
I got
today.
a paradise right here.
Well, what does that mean?
You could blow on
what
for
does
luck.
That mean? Snake eyes, baby. What is snake eye? I got a snake eye you can look at.
That sounds a little, dude. Yeah, we got to try these one-liners out, dude. We got to go to a local coffee shop.
They all have to be dice related. I'm gonna go up to someone at my local coffee shop, and I'm gonna go daily until they ban me from the establishment. And each morning, I'm gonna try out different dice related penis euphemisms.
Dude, when are we gonna do a classic rude barista comedy sketch?
Oh my god, dude!
The world needs another one. So it's been a while.
Why have we not?
I mean, imagine it. We go up to the counter. We order like a regular. Can I have a black coffee? Ooh, we don't separate coffee based on color, and we're like, oh, with this shit, crossing our arms, smacking our teeth,
Our gums.
yeah.
Let's do that exact sketch, but the teeth smacking just continues.
I turn around and look at everyone. Can you believe this? No, I just want a regular coffee. Ooh, regular. That's presuming other coffee is like, oh,
Come on.
when did Starbucks get so woke? And then I turn around and look at everyone and go, oh, and then everyone goes, woohoo! And that's the end of the sketch.
Well, some guys.
No, I get to punch the barista. I get to shoot them in the fucking face.
And then you take their handicap placard because they work at Starbucks. Of
course.
they're gonna have one. And they have blue hair.
Yep, a mohawk, buzz sides, blue hair. And they're wearing a denim vest with no shirt underneath.
Starbucks uniform these days. Dude, you and I should just pivot into conservative
They're still wearing
comedy.
the visor, though.
Probably covered in pins. And trinkets
Oh,
and
yeah.
buttons.
Yeah, not a lot of green on those pens. Well, one strip.
For Green Lives Matter? Dude, you know what I saw on the way here today? I meant to send you a picture of this. Right down the street from the office.
A Jamba Juice opened up?
No, dude.
Oh.
No.
Okay.
Why,
Well,
why is that always your goat?
Well, now anything you bring up won't be as good as a Jamba Juice opening
Yeah,
up.
great. Check out what
But imagine if a Jamba Juice opened up.
I'd be happy about
We
it.
could just walk on over.
That would be so sick. Honestly, I would love that because Jamba Juice makes me feel very good in my insides, unlike most things I put inside of my body.
Same. But
check out how dope this is. Show it on screen, Luke.
you saw this?
Yeah, I
in
saw it
person?
today. I stand for the flag and I kneel for the cross.
My favorite people.
They also had a Blue Lives Matter sticker really big above it.
I saw things of like this truck that is in Los Angeles that I don't know. He essentially created signs and stuff that are on the sides, and it's like spray painted or painted like on the signs, Trump 20 or whatever. But it's like a big song and like it looks like a parade, like if a hillbilly were to have a parade float, this would be the parade float. You know what I mean?
Right. They really deck out this pickup truck.
It's still decked out. It's not just like one sign or one little like a few stickers. It was it was done up.
Well, I've seen a couple like pickup trucks and just cars around the decade or so I've lived in Los Angeles where they're did up like that, but it's kind of like it's pretty obvious when it's like, oh, that's a dude with schizophrenia that has just spray painted about the government all over his car. Is it like speeches, that?
Yeah. Have you come across people sometimes will put up signs of like, I'm continuously being followed and harassed, and they'll have like this story.
Oh, dude, I've seen those signs. Like,
it's like contact this email.
Nearby, somebody put up a thing about how they were being gang stalked, and they put it on a street, a street pole.
If you think you're being gang stalked, why would you make it? Why would you publicly put on? Is it like in your head or in their head? It would be like, I'm getting ahead of them, so people know that they're on to me, so they'll be recognized. They'll not want to stalk me because people recognize them in public now.
Okay, if someone thinks that they're being gang stalked and they're listening to this episode now, they're going to be like, hey, oh my God.
Dude, I'll come across TikToks of like people like, it's kind of sad. It is like...
Oh, people that believe they're being gang stalked it's definitely sad because
it's got trying to use that in like a mean way. But
no, I mean it's a sad like mental illness that people struggle with where because it's got to be absolute torment to think that people are
you can't have your life on a decent trajectory if you're suffering from a delusion of that magnitude.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like there's just like that level of paranoia and stuff. Like I like putting myself in their I wouldn't wish that on anyone. Like
no, that would like it would suck.
That would get that if I was paranoid like that. If I thought people were fucking following me and like whatever,
like every car that drives by your house,
I wouldn't be able to go to work. I wouldn't be able to fucking leave my house. I'd be. It would be a fucking horrible existence, and I feel bad for people who have to suffer through that.
If you think that people are conspiring and stalking you, you should talk to a mental health professional. And they
can help you.
That's what they want me to think.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you should seek help because that's no way to live.
They're looking at you now like, what? Why is he telling me this?
He's speaking directly to me now.
Stop talking to me.
Okay.
What?
All right, Steve. I will. The one guy
Steve
out there
out
named
there.
Steve that thinks he's being gang stalked. Steve.
Buscemi.
Don't out him like that, man. You can't talk about...
That's why he hasn't shown up in an Adam Sandler movie, and I'm just kidding. He literally still to this day will show up in an Adam Sandler flick.
Steve Buscemi will?
Yeah, I love it. I love it. I like seeing him in like more serious stuff because I was more so introduced to him through first Spy Kids 2, and then like honestly Adam Sandler movies because he was
what is he in Adam Sandler movies? I don't know if I can even place a Steve Buscemi role in an Adam Sandler movie.
Hotel Transylvania 1, 2, and 3, dude.
Okay, you got me there. I'm sorry.
Yep.
Oh, I look like Luke. Can you just edit that out? Because I look like a real right jackass.
I just named 3 off the top of my head.
You know, the first serious role I saw him in was. Actually disturbed me real bad because my mom was watching it. I think I've told this story before. She was in her bedroom watching this on the TV, and I walked in just at the wrong moment. And I was a wee youngin', and I was in no place to see Steve Buscemi. Wait, was it Steve Buscemi who in Fargo who's putting the guy in the wood chipper, or is it the other way around?
I think it's Steve Buscemi putting him in the wood chipper.
Okay, yeah. Well, I saw that.
Maybe
it scared me.
I can't remember. I've only seen it once, Matt.
Fargo's fantastic, but that's a great serious Steve Buscemi role, and he's great in Sopranos.
I still have to see Sopranos. But
That's
I
another
had a
serious
moment
role.
that was like similar to that moment. You said you walked into like I can't remember if it was like my dad or mom. I really can't remember who was watching it, but I can't even remember the name of the movie. But all I know is that Bruce Willis was testing out like a new firearm. And Jack Black was the guy that was like selling him this thing or something. I don't really remember the context. But he makes Jack Black go out there and like hold like a card or a wallet or something to be like, you say this thing's accurate? Let's see. So he makes Jack Black like stand out there. And like at this point, you know, I'm a kid and I'm like, Jack Black, oh my goodness. And so Bruce Willis aims the gun off, takes a shot, and just blows his arm completely off. And Jack Black's like, ah! Ah! And he starts running for his life, like away from the guy shooting. I just remember being like, because as a kid, you're just like feeling bad for this dude that got his arm blown off and is now running away in fear. You're not like into the plot of the badassness of the epic guy blowing Jack Black's arm off or blowing Jack Black, which was also in the same movie.
You're thinking of The Jackal.
The Jackal,
That's
okay.
the movie. The Jackal tests his weapon, Bruce Willis.
Are you about to watch it?
No, I see it. It's from 1997.
I never saw the movie. My only memory is of a kid seeing it and being like, oh. There's also another movie. It wasn't Austin Powers, but I walked in and my dad watching and some guy gets like rolled over by a steamroller and I was like, what? What are you watching? He was like, go to your room.
Get out of here!
I know.
Scram!
He was like, he was kind of like, it was more so like
Just watching Snuff on VHS.
no,
like,
it wasn't like, it wasn't in a mean way. He was just kind of like, I'm trying to watch like an adult movie. Like I don't need my kid nagging at me, telling me what I can't, like what's too violent. And I was probably in middle school. That's probably
it's like, oh, he's gonna be awake like all night now, scared out of his mind. A steamroller's gonna squash him.
he's gonna have to sleep at the foot of my bed,
Dude, okay, I watched
me curled up at the foot of my dad's bed.
I my VHS collection. On eBay I found like a tape that it's like one of those old like Spike shows or whatever. Where it was like it's called Banned from TV, and it's like extreme clips. And I'm like, that's a fun one. So I bought it and I popped it in. I started watching it, dude. And it starts off just like kind of like calm with like kind of like eerie music and a narrator like everyday life isn't always so simple. And then it just cuts to like dudes getting shot in the head and like buildings exploding, like real footage. And I was like,
Just
what
like
the fuck?
just wartime.
Yeah,
footage?
just like footage from like South America and all this stuff. And I was like, whoa.
Well, I mean,
it was banned from TV.
You have to remember, like before the internet, how things spread was through putting it and spreading it on VHS. In fact, the R. Kelly tapes were apparently like sold and spread around like local markets and shit.
Yeah, people
in Los
were like
Angeles,
selling them at like
which is
video
crazy.
store. I know, that's literally insane.
Because like I've only we were. I think the internet's always been around when we were around, but we didn't. It wasn't in everyone's home at that point. And like I remember I think our families, it's not like I was born and there was a computer in the house. There was a time where we were alive where there wasn't, at least for me, there wasn't like a computer in the house. There was, I would say maybe somewhere in elementary school was when my family got a computer. Maybe no, it was definitely elementary school.
Yeah, for me it was early elementary school, just because my dad's job, he needed a computer in the house.
But so like things spread so fast now, especially with phones and shit that are just right there and then. Like whenever some major event happens,
baby,
you're right then and there.
You don't have to wait for the newspapers.
No, the first time I experienced something like that, where it like hit me hard, of course it's because it was a negative, was the Las Vegas Mandalay Bay shooting, the concert shooting.
Yeah,
because I remember I was up late. I think
we were both up.
Yeah, we were just both
It's
up.
back when we lived together.
And people were live streaming just like what was going on. And I just remembered like kind of going through like videos that people were must have just like they're in the cab away or they're still there posting them.
Dude, that was, there's still a lot of weird shit with that. But like,
we don't know anything about it.
It's the deadliest in American history, I think.
But we know nothing about it. Of like, there's
Dude, also,
the
like-
motive, but he also had future plans and setups.
It's so weird. And the from the videos I've seen, like, it sounds like it's a fully automatic weapon. It's like so
It's
insane.
terrifying.
Yeah, it's
The
like
sound-
it sounds like a fucking AK-47. It doesn't sound like anything that like I don't know.
It's just horrifying because like the Mandalay Bay, it's a tall ass hotel.
Yeah,
in Las
I've
Vegas,
seen it a bunch.
It's going like the concert. It's literally just shooting fish in a barrel,
Right, because
it's
the way the
looking
hotel's
right-
set up is like what, like a V shape
And he-
almost.
of course, he planned for that and all that because
Yeah.
he was planning to do the same thing at another concert. I can't remember, but it's just like that's. I don't know. I don't really hear that one brought
we
up
moved
that
on from that
often.
one. Well, we move on from all of them super quick.
Yeah.
But that one especially, I thought that one would be brought up a lot more as like, I don't know, you just never really hear about that one.
Well, if Sandy Hook didn't start an sort of ongoing conversation that ended in anything decent, then
Yeah.
I don't know if anything would at that point, because
because
that's
like,
literally
the numbers
like
can keep building with the
Sandy Hook
with
is
each
worst
one.
case scenario, and it
Yeah,
happened.
it's like the
and
worst,
nothing
the worst one that
changed.
could happen. But yeah, here we are.
Here we are. The sound effect, Luke. It's for levity.
Yeah, make sure that sound effect is in there.
Should we talk about like
Something pleasant.
what's your favorite apple?
My favorite apple? Envy apples.
Envy apples. Are they
you
little tiny apples?
No, you remember, dude. That day we were on set for I Love Working Out. Someone brought those damn apples. Holy fuck, they were good, dude. I was going around telling everyone on set how good they were.
I remember that. I remember you
They
were
were,
just
dude.
like,
It was.
you were
I
just
was
like,
blown away.
It's like everyone you were making sure knew that, like, dude, these apples are fucking delicious.
I was like, dude, have you guys tried these? And they're like, no, man, I'm trying to move equipment right now. And I'm like, no, seriously, if you get the chance,
You're like doing tricks, like throwing it up and catching it in the other hand,
loudly crunching it in the guy's
like
ear.
foam and juice spilling from
Seriously,
your
you gotta try these things. They're great. Well, I mean, they're only in the talent section in our green room, so you can't go back there. But next time you go to the grocery store, you should look for these.
Sorry, I'm making sure because oh god,
We do. Speaking
oh,
of
God.
which, we do have we have someone that's on the way. With a
I think
U-Haul.
he's here.
He's here.
It went to voicemail, and this was 1 minute ago.
Have you a ring? Oh, well, that's a typo, so I won't be responding.
We need to go let him in. I think he's here. I think he's driving around in a U-Haul.
Okay.
We're having a set being built. Isn't that exciting? And also, what's more exciting are these ad reads, I guess, right?
Yep.
We need a second little. Okay. We'll be right back. What were we talking about?
I have no earthly
Were
idea.
probably nothing we needed to continue. Or
Yeah, it's probably nothing important.
we were talking about some sad stuff. Actually, I think I remember. We don't need to continue. Well, then we started talking about apples.
That's right.
The power of memory is coming back to us.
It's coming back to you because I never would have remembered that in a million years.
I mean, we've discussed so many times on this podcast how after we record them, like the moment that door shuts and we're out of this room,
It's gone.
all conversation is just, which I'm wondering if that's spread into like our everyday life where like, I don't know, just like conversations and stuff. It's, I mean, we have conversations for a living, and so is our brain going, you do this so often, we don't need to fucking, there's nothing truly monumentous happening here. We can forget most of this.
I'll be honest, dude.
Are we teaching our brain to forget conversation?
I forget a lot. I forget a ton, and it kind of makes me wonder: is it maybe we're training our brains just to throw everything out? How much of a day do you actually remember?
Not much. I mean, nobody really remembers, unless it's a very special or traumatic day.
Yeah.
Then you might remember that, you know.
I feel like no, but even that you remember like bits of information, but like
Well, there are studies you truly, like, you're not truly remembering
right.
that exactly. It's like this infinite game of telephone your brain is doing, where it's like it's just even though it's something that slightly might have changed, things are slightly changing each time. And I was doing this for some reason because I was picturing flipping through a bunch of pictures and it going tick, 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 tick.
I wonder. That's actually interesting though, because like, if I said right now, penis, you know, in your head, you could.
We're sorry, everyone.
It's just an example, but think about this: you can stop and you can remember how I said it, right? You can hear it pretty clearly.
Yeah.
Now, if I ask you tomorrow to remember it,
recite it.
You'll think like, oh yeah, I can remember what that sounds like, but it's probably going to be different. And then every day onward, if you try to remember that, it'll be until like 10 years from now. If I'm like, Ryan, can you? It probably would be very different, and we could even test it because you could go back and listen to this recording.
And at the same time, you know, I there's only so many ways you could say penis.
That's true. Well, I guess more so it's like when you hear it, how different would it actually end up being? It makes me think like memories that I have from when I was in 6th grade. Like, in my head, they still feel very like sharp and clear. Like I can see things very clearly, but it's like how much of that has now been made up by my mind through that game of telephone.
You're just
over
able
the
to
years.
picture. You're just able to picture things regularly, like how you can just like
Right.
imagine something in your head and think of it.
Right.
But
But
are these memories? Does that have an effect on like
Am I
when
actually
you remember?
remembering it?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
am I remembering the concept of it, or am I actually remembering the thing? Like, because I guess like right after, for example, I'll think of a memory of me playing my Nintendo Wii up in an upstairs room in my house growing up. I can see that like very clearly, like a very specific memory of that. But like right after that happened, like the next day or whatever, it's like I could picture that and it would be the same, almost to a T. But like now when I think of that same memory, is it anything like what it actually was, or have I just recreated it over and over, or so much time has passed that I think I remember exactly what it looked like or what that memory was, but my brain is just creating an idea of that memory, you know?
The man outside of our apartment complex screaming these things. Like,
While we're trying to sleep, it's 3 a.m.
but I think that is my memory. What I think, like the Matrix. Dude, we are living in the Matrix.
What do you think?
About the Matrix.
No, about what I said.
About what you said.
Yeah.
I mean, there's always, I don't know, memory's tricky. Memory, as we started this conversation with, you know, you're not truly remembering. You're remembering, I think for the most part, you're remembering a feeling. You're not remembering the exact kind of picture perfect. It's not like a recording. It's not like even a photograph like of a memory. It's more of you're remembering that feeling, and the imagery can be kind of changed depending on that feeling and make it more warm or cold, or you know, your emotions affect probably how you visually interpret it looking
Right.
back and stuff as well.
What I don't get is like people with aphantasia, like how do they remember things? Like, is it just not as I don't know, because I can't like picture.
But you can picture stuff like super clearly. Like close your eyes.
Yeah, even with them open,
Even
it's
with
like
them
you can
open?
see an apple.
Like, do you remember like when you were a kid? Can you picture like? For me, I guess my memory, there are visuals, but I remember more like taste and smell and like that shit. But I know those are more commonly, or those have a higher, not threshold. Those things spark neurons quicker, or there's a stronger connection with smells and sounds than sight. Like I feel like sight doesn't.
Dude, when sometimes like a certain smell will hit me and it transports me to some incredibly specific period or memory that like I forgot even existed.
There's like a perfume you
Yeah.
used to smell all the time,
Or like a lotion that my mom had when I was 6 or something.
or
And
like
it's just like, whoa.
the smell of your grandmother's like apartment or some shit like that.
A smell that like you wouldn't even like remember existed until suddenly you smell it, and it just takes you like instantly back. It's
But there's moments where that happens where I can't pinpoint what that smells from.
Same.
I just go, this is a very specific smell that I used to smell a lot.
Yeah.
And it could have been like the YMCA gym court. You know what I mean? Like I really can't place shit a lot of the times.
Yesterday, I got a do you ever get like phantom smells?
Where it's like you get one or two it's like you get one good whiff and you're like, huh? And then you go a secondary whiff and you get a slight hint, but with each whiff it gets weaker and weaker and you're like, wait, where did that come from? What was that?
It's like it's not even real. It's like the same way you get like
The
a song
phantom
stuck in your
sniff.
head. It's like a
Sounds like what you do on the subways in
Come on,
Japan.
man, drop it. Yesterday I got a phantom whiff of exactly of our old apartment, and it took me it tripped me out for a second because it was just like this boom of our old apartment, and it beamed me right back.
Unfortunately with our apartment, a lot of the things I remember is like sometimes no, it's not even with our apartment. I'm gonna say when we used to live in that in the mansion in Silver Lake, right? With the Markiplier.
Atop the hill.
There's a certain type of just like rancid garbage smell that I remember from that era of my life.
And dude,
that was like
I could smell it when you say that.
in the walls.
I can smell it when you say that.
Yeah,
specifically in that kitchen area.
I can feel the gnats, you know.
Yeah, 100%. But I got just a phantom whiff of our old apartment, and it was so nostalgic to when we started SuperMega. It almost made a brother cry. I was like,
Almost. But you're man enough to make sure that you held those tears back.
absolutely.
You maybe had a throbbing apple in your throat, but
I
nothing more.
swallowed it. I swallowed it, and I punched myself in the throat to make sure it wouldn't come back.
But then you realized that was my Adam's apple. Fuck, and it really hurt.
It hurt very bad, which made me feel like crying even more. And
But
I
you
didn't know what to do then. But I didn't cry, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, you ran away into the like a bathroom, and I don't know what you did. I guess you used the restroom. A lot of people thought you just ran and cried in the bathroom.
I didn't cry in the bathroom. I just had to use it.
Okay. Yeah. Of course. We can. I saw Wicked for Good, dude.
Here we go again. It's fucking Wicked. It's all you
Yep.
talk about. Okay, tell me about Wicked.
Elphaba showed the wizard off.
Really?
She really stuck it to him, the wizard.
Which one is she?
Elphaba's the green one, the Wicked Witch of the West.
Okay.
Glinda is the good. Is in the movies? Is she just called the Good Witch? Does she have like a east or south or north?
The Wicked Witch. I think it's Wicked Witch. Well, she's not wicked.
No. I'm talking about the Good Witch. There's the Wicked Witch of the West,
And
the
then
Wicked Witch of the East, who died by having a house fall on top of
Yikes.
her. And then Glinda. Is it literally just Glinda the Good Witch?
Probably.
Is she a witch or?
Can witches be good?
Is a witch like witch bad, and then the other thing is like a fairy? No.
Well, I've never heard witch described as a good.
Harry Potter. Hermione's a witch. Harry Potter was like the one time where like I honestly did hear witches used in like oh, we're all witches. I was like, okay.
I mean,
sick.
witches tend to always be evil. Look at those Jezebel
Have a
witches.
big boil on their
Yeah,
nose.
exactly. They're always doing evil things.
And curses.
And Hermione,
Very interesting name.
it's Hermione. When I first read the book, it was very hard to figure out how that was pronounced like Hermione.
You're like Hemoro.
I know how it's pronounced because of the movies, and I know it's Hermione. My sister was a big Potterhead, so I know it's Hermione. But like reading that before the movies came out, was it just like every American kid? Were they just like Hermione?
I had a trouble with Rom or Rob, whatever his name is.
I knew you were gonna say Ron's name, dude. Right when you started.
God.
Yeah.
I wish I could snap my fingers and just spend a day. Like, there's very specific days I would go back to experience like a 3-hour little snippet. There's one where I was going to like in terms of nostalgia, I remember going to Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets for my cousin's birthday, and we were little lads. This came out in like what 2002 or 3 or some shit like that. And I remember I can't remember even the make or model, whatever type of car it was, but my aunt had a car where we've talked about this before, but where you could sit down in the trunk and you could just view like out of the trunk, like you'd just be sitting.
Dude, cousin Forrest had one of those.
You'd be like,
it was a Volvo.
It's like
dope.
we're backwards.
It was
Holy
so
shit!
sick.
And I remember we drove. It would always be a fight. The kids would always be like, "I want to ride in the trunk," type of thing.
Dude, as an adult, I still would want to ride in that.
Of course, it's so fun. But
it'd be
imagine
awesome.
getting in fucking rear-ended.
Yeah, that would suck. You'd see it coming right at you.
Oh my
just,
god! That's where the crumple zone is. Dude.
Yeah,
no one's like that's like a pop. It's like a water balloon of blood at that point.
yeah, it would be no fun.
but it was going. I just remember sitting in the trunk, going to the theater, being scared and being like asking my cousin, "What's the basilisk? I heard someone. What does it look like?" It's like it's a giant snake. I was like, "Yeah, but like what kind of snake?" I don't know. Like I don't know. It's just like a snake. I was like, what other monsters? Are there any other like? Do you think there are going to be any jump scares? Like when I was a kid, I've been open and honest. I was a terrified little scaredy cat. I would grill people about their knowledge of something if I was scared of it, just to make sure I had enough information going in. I don't know why I would ask him if he knew there were jump scares like they were in the book. Imagine reading a book and just... You get up to a certain point, flip the page. I was not expecting that!
I mean, I'm imagining a grown man doing that. Like his wife was asleep in bed next to him and he has his little like headlamp on, just like... I'm sorry.
You know you're not supposed to read scary bedtime stories before bed.
I'm sorry.
There's bedtime stories for a reason.
I didn't know it was going to happen. I'm sorry.
Is there any like... Because that is something like in the medium of like a book that the closest thing I can get to that is like I don't have a specific example of, unfortunately. I'm sure they have it in like Hunger Games or Harry Potter, is like when a chapter, like cliffhangers are where books really strive, because you can't like make people jump or anything. I just like whenever something happens in a book where a conversation will be going on, all of a sudden it's like, and then Rick shot him dead.
Yeah,
and then it's like, wait, what? You're just like, huh? In this isn't like this. I guess in this case, it's a novelization of The Walking Dead.
Yeah, dude, and you've spoiled something massive when Rick shoots him dead. I don't know. It's like movies. You can really throw a jump scare. Like the biggest jump scares for me in movies, it's never like the type of jump scare when like a monster goes boo. It's a type of jump scare when something happens in like the middle of a sentence, like an explosion, or like that you're really not expecting. The ending
like
of,
in The Dark Knight. Wait, you haven't seen The Dark Knight? There's a really good jump scare in there.
The ending of Ozark season 3. Let me tell you,
I haven't seen.
There is a jump scare in the last 30 seconds that I went.
Oh damn! Really?
It made me shit my pants. I was not I was like, what in the fuck?
The jump scares are so effective when they're in a medium that's not horror.
Yeah, actually, one of the like a jump scare that for like really stuck in my memory because it just got me so damn good was Super 8, that movie. And there's a part when like the town is being evacuated and like the military's rolling in, and it's like dark and the main kids are like walking through the hallway of a house and a tank like blows the wall down right next to them, and you just don't see it coming or like expect it, and they're talking in the middle of a sentence. It's just like, dude, and it is terrifying.
All I remember from that movie is the train crash.
That went on for like 12 minutes.
Yes, dude. If you go back and watch it, it's actually like comically long.
Dude, it is like it I almost want to watch it from Uncle Sleepover just for that scene, because it's like every single car of
it's
the train.
It's a fun movie. We can watch whatever we
shot.
want for Uncle Sleepover.
That movie, I love that movie, to be honest.
I've only seen it probably like twice.
Did you see it in theaters?
Yeah.
The train scene in theaters was awesome, though.
Well, I liked the whole just because we were young when it came out. We hadn't gone through the cycle of Spielberg. Like this was a movie where it's like very outwardly a love letter to Steven Spielberg type movies. You know, E.T., The Goonies.
Well, it is Spielberg.
J.J. Abrams directed it.
It's Spielberg produced it.
Yeah, but since I'm saying J.J. Abrams is a
I forgot
very
he directed
big.
it.
J.J. Abrams is a very big like Spielberg head.
Yeah.
Giving Spielberg some head.
Come on.
Sorry.
Hollywood secrets they're not going to keep sharing them with us
Dude,
if we keep letting them leak on the show.
Well, they threatened
Cut it out.
to not let us go on this on the cut this out, Luke. But they threatened last time we said something that they were going to take away our rights to go onto the Universal Studio Tour lot. You know, the studio tour.
Yeah.
Not the actual tour of the studio, but the one in the one that's a
you
ride.
sit down and
yeah. Not the
if
one,
we lose that, I swear to fucking Christ, dude, I'm gonna be pissed. So let's rewind it and cut that out. But J.J. Abrams, yeah, I forgot he directed that.
What about J. Jonah Jameson?
Is that some guy you went to school with?
he's dude. It's from Spider-Man. J.K. Simmons plays him. Get me, Spice, the guy with the mustache.
That's his name?
Yeah, J. Jonah Jameson. JJJ, dude.
J. Jonah Jameson, dude.
His name is my name too.
Recently, you just randomly said some random name, and I just knew. I was like, that's someone you went to high school with for sure.
Thing that sucks is I do remember full names like you would from your high school, but I don't want to like fucking dox these people and have people like look them
fuck it.
up.
I'll say the name of someone I went to high school with. What are they gonna do? Sue me?
You know what? Fine. Pete Davidson. I'm kidding. People are gonna feel real.
Andrew Bird.
dorky. Did he look like a bird?
No.
Was it spelled BYRD?
Well, see, I'm not gonna disclose that part.
It's one of two ways you spell bird, right?
Well,
BRD.
I'm not.
BURD. Bird. Bert? It's like we just go on
Like the next 20 minutes, like BUIRDE. Is there an E?
we play Hangman.
BOURGHD. That's how it was spelled. I don't want to dox him though.
We wanted to grow up so much, and now we're here.
And I just want to grow down.
Well, no, I broke the shrink ray. That's my
Fuck.
That was my. I was drinking a Mountain Dew,
I know.
and I was watching Channel Awesome, and it spewed right out of my nose in one of the like halfway through one of the videos, and just completely torched it.
Well, I can't fault you for that. You know, here I was ready to be angry at you for breaking the shrink ray, but when I found out how it was broken,
Well, I should have known better than to watch
Channel Awesome while drinking a Mountain Dew.
Yeah,
Especially near the
Diet
shrink
Mountain
ray.
Dew.
Oh, okay. Well, that changes some things. But
Mountain Dew is one of those drinks that just like don't even fake a diet. Just
It's already-
just Mountain Dew's fine. Like there's no way possible that
it's
diet
gonna be any healthier.
yeah,
it's like
and the margin that it is like don't
Dude,
not worth it.
Have you looked at the nutritional facts on a Mountain Dew? Like a single Mountain Dew, it's disgusting.
You're drinking just liquid syrup. I mean, I guess that's Coke. That's any soda.
Yeah, but even Coke has less sugar than a Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew is like 60-something grams of sugar per single fucking serving.
So yeah, that's why at Food Lion we'd buy the rounds when it was a late night. Just us down in Mountain Dews, me taking
dude.
my little smoke breaks. Ooh! The best part was getting, because, there's different types of managers. There was the general manager that never changed, but then there were like the produce manager, the grocery manager, the stock manager, this little...
Right.
I worked under, when I started working there, like the grocery manager. So whenever there would be two types, smokers and non-smokers. A grocery manager that didn't smoke wouldn't get smoke breaks. A grocery manager that did smoke, you'd get to go out there and just like take a little 5 to 10 minute as they smoked their cigarette.
So
with
see,
them.
when people say that smoking has no upsides,
5-10 minute breaks.
look at that. I remember I had a coworker and she smoked, and she would just take smoke breaks whenever she wanted, and I think that contributed to why she was fired. She'd just go, I need to smoke, and she would just go outside.
I wouldn't dare do that. I would
was
most of the time just I would fit the smoke break into a lunch break because there was no like designated smoke break. Sometimes I would go in the car and do a little woohoo. I was 19 at the time, so it was fine. It wasn't fine, though.
Imagine this is your cigar phase, and you're just going in your car to smoke a cigar. Dude, wait, would you smoke cigars on shift?
No.
Okay, I was about to say, I was like, that. I can't imagine just like coming back into work after smoking a fucking cigar. You'd feel like shit, and you would smell so bad.
No, I would. I didn't do it all the time. I did it probably. Honestly, I could count it on one hand. But I would, because I was so scared that you could smell it. I took a little puff, during the work day if it was a long shift or something. Went out to my car, did a little.
Marijuana?
Oh yeah. And in South Carolina, that's a big deal.
That's a Schedule 1 drug.
But luckily, my skin would do me a lot of good. The skin color, in that case. You catch a little white boy with some marijuana. Oh, come on now. Silly little man. You catch anyone else smoking marijuana, they're gonna throw the book at him.
And see, in your
So
case,
luckily
they'll
I
go,
was-
think
I
about
guess-
his future. You don't want to ruin his whole future, do you?
Yeah.
Your Honor? No.
These guys didn't have a future to begin with.
Exactly.
On the opposite
Yeah.
side.
Honestly, you were smoking a Schedule 1 drug. Heroin is a Schedule 1. Cocaine
That's actually
is Schedule 1.
ridiculous.
Marijuana.
But, like marijuana is addictive in its own right.
Well,
you
Schedule 1 means it has no medical purpose. So, I don't know why
heroin did have a medical purpose.
Well, they would prescribe it.
I don't know if it
same
was-
with meth. I mean, meth is still prescribed.
But marijuana actually does have
it does.
Noticeable.
Well, so does
and
meth,
I'm not saying like I'm doing it for medical purposes, but there are people who do use it to a positive effect. For medical purposes. Yet at the same time, there are people who have medical problems that try out marijuana, and it does not help with that, and that's okay too.
That's my medicine.
The spectrum of what works for people.
I don't even call it a drug. I call it medicine.
I call it God's bush. Smoke a little God's bush right
Yo,
now.
you want to go light up a little God's bush?
Dude.
Yeah,
Dude,
go
the
smoke
burning
some
bush.
God's bush. Yeah. I'm pretty sure the burning bush
was just a ginger. Was just a ginger man sitting in the garden naked.
He had never seen a ginger man before. I mean, from that region of the world back then, you would not have ever seen a ginger man.
He spoke to the burning bush. Or it's just like a guy hiding in some leaves and his penis and pubes are out, and Moses goes, he's never seen like ginger, like the hair color before. It's like, what?
And the guy was masturbating, and he realizes he's been caught, so he has to play it off like it's some like, okay, wait, he hasn't realized I'm a person. Let me just ooh.
God, if we had a sketch comedy show, man.
If only.
If only the woodpecker.
I knew it, dude. I knew that Holes reference was coming.
Was as soft
As the sky. And if you want to be as funny as us, you can go on our Patreon and get an extra serving of the show, as well as get your name added to the lists that you see right here next to us on screen. Those are
Not the Epstein list.
No, the podcast producer list and executive producer list.
Just whenever you say the list these days, people, unfortunately...
Are we still talking about this Jeffrey Epstein guy? I mean, what a creep. Let's move on.
Jeffrey who now?
Let's just move on from this whole Jeffrey Epstein thing, all right?
He was killed suspiciously
he died peacefully in his prison cell.
He had a lot of dirt on very wealthy individuals and indicated that he was not suicidal.
Listen,
actually, I don't know if he indicated that he was not. I don't know.
I don't know. Were you there?
I wasn't. Well, I was there. I was there to fix. I was like fixing some electrical thing, and I accidentally sparked something out.
Like right before, the cameras really did go out.
Yeah, but it's me just going, shit! Hold on.
And in that 5 minutes when you were fixing it, it's like
the lights come back on.
Oh no! Oh fuck! Oh, this is.
Hey, sorry. Did anything happen when the lights went?
Ooh. It was 5 minutes, guys. Oh fuck! You just slowly back out like.
But anyways, this is the good list that you see right now.
Yeah, not the
There's the better list, the people
We'll
with
reveal
emojis.
the real list next week.
Yeah.
Episode 100.
It's legal. We can release it now.
Okay, this is episode 92. Do you think by episode 100 the Epstein files will be released?
No.
Well, unlike...
Because it's targeting the people in power. It makes no sense for the people in power to go after the people in power. Unless one of the people in power wants more power over the people in power.
Power to the people.
It's been a while since we had one of those. It's a shame that it's on the members only.
Everyone that's paying right now, they're clapping their hands and they're screaming with delight.
This could be the little bit that teases, you know.
No.
What? The people, because
we
look at the spike of...
We just released a